got to unmute myself. There it is right there. So, yeah, I got to figure out. Okay, so I can't get the scrolling chat to work. And I'm not sure why. I think it's because I'm on a different Chrome profile. But we'll see. So what's up, Steve?
Not much. Technical difficulties on a live stream. That never happens.
Oh, that never happens. Yeah. So yeah. So it's got to be something about how, I don't know. It's got to be something about where Restream pulls the. It's probably the pro, because I have a separate Chrome profile set up for this channel, and Restream's logged in from the other channel. And I think I know why. So we don't have a scrolling chat. We don't have a scrolling chat tonight, but that's okay. So because I can
read your own chat.
Right, I have to read my own chat. So I can switch over here, and you can see it over here, but it's not moving. That's the old stuff there. So, but that's all good. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. We are live streaming on the RV channel, but I think that probably most of the people watching us are ham radio operators. I don't know why that. I don't know how that happened. I really don't know how that happened. But
no idea. We don't do ham radio ever.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I'm gonna make my wife a moderator on this channel here. There we go. So
Mrs. Unplugged.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Mrs. Unplugged. So, yep, this is called the Unplugged channel. I started this channel about 2 years ago to do off-grid gear reviews, and I did in fact the most popular I can bring up I think I can bring up the most popular video, well, not the most popular, one of the most popular videos on this channel is the Renogy 200 watt solar panel suitcase that I have, which is a cool thing. But let's see, where did my mouse go? Lost my mouse. There it is. So I'm just going to go to this channel here.
You mean you don't have two mice on your computer? One for backup?
Yeah, right. So yeah, this
two
is
one is none.
That's right. Yeah, 2 is 1. So most popular is, it is the most popular. So this one, Renogy 200 watt 12 volt foldable suitcase panel, 17,000 views, which for a channel this size is not bad. And then I had the Conqueror UEV. I did some overlanding trailer videos with a company in Denton, Texas called Outback RV. They've been very gracious to let me come by with a camera and walk me through stuff. This global expedition vehicle was theirs. And then, of course, I do all the whole saga of my Forest River Salem RV, which is falling apart as we speak. Is good camera, is good video material. Good stuff to make video materials from. So that's all good. So Steve, tell us about your channel real quick.
Yeah, so for the RV world, it is Living for a Living RV. I'll drop a link in the chat for y'all right now. And I have been full-time RV for about 6 months now, and started in Wisconsin, and I'm now in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So next stop is somewhere in Arizona.
Are you still down in Livingston?
No, I'm over in Rosebud at Verns.
Oh, you're at Verns now. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew you were going over there, but I wasn't sure if you were there right now, if you made it over there yet. You still going to be making your trip out to Quartz Fest?
Yep. That's the next official stop, and then there might be some unofficial stops between. I mean, from Texas to Arizona is not 5 minutes away.
Right. Yeah. Very true. But there's a nice RV show, an actual RV show in Big Top Tents at inside of that BLM where Quartz Fest is here, and the RV show is here. There's some other shows up here. So that was fun to attend last year. I did a video walking through it. I never posted it, but
there's still time.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just kind of tinkering around with the camera, really, just kind of, not really trying to record a video. I was just getting some stuff for film it for B-roll later or whatever. But it was a fun show. But I'm sorry I'm going to miss that this year. I really enjoyed that show last year. The only bad part about Quartz Fest is it goes for a whole week and it ends on the same weekend as Winter Field Day. So I missed Winter Field Day last year. So really the way to do it, and I took 3 days to get there last year on purpose. I drove for 8 hours a day because it's about 21, 22 hours to get there. Well, according to Google, it's that long. If you if you're pulling a trailer, it's going to be a little bit longer because it's more stops for fuel and you can't go as fast. Well, over the mountains, you can't go as fast. But it was a fun show. I look forward to it, and I'd like to do it again. But what I might do is go out there a little bit because there's guys that are camping on that BLM land like all for the whole month. And so there was guys there when we got there. There was guys that were staying after we left. And so I guess it'd be a cool thing to go out there on like the Friday or Saturday before the event starts on Sunday and stay until like Wednesday or Thursday and then drive back and do Winter Field Day that weekend that starts on Saturday. So that might be what I do next time. We'll just kind of see where we go from there. But it was a fun event. I did enjoy it, and I sad I'm going to miss it this year, but that's where we're at.
It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be my first time boondocking, I think, but I'm not really sure. Maybe we might try it out, test it out before we get there. I'm not worried.
Yeah. It's not a big deal really. So appreciate everybody being in the chat tonight. Let me pull my thing back up here. Yeah, 145. Good. So super chats are enabled, which Dawn already gave me super chat. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Dawn.
Thanks.
And YouTube channel memberships are enabled on this channel as well. However, I don't post regularly on this channel yet. I'm trying to get there. This is one of my projects for 2024. I did a lot of updates to it in 2023, and this is one of the projects that I'm going to try to focus on in 2024. So as time goes on, we'll be offering some stuff to the YouTube channel members. I don't have anything set up right now. It's enabled, and that's it. So you guys don't feel obligated to join that. If you're a channel member on Ham Radio 2.0, especially, just stay over there. But we're going to do some new stuff on this channel upcoming. And like I said, I got Hank Strange coming on next month, and then in January or February sometime we're going to get Kyle in there because he's buying a new overlanding trailer that he's going to pick up, I think, in January, but it might be the end of January. I'm not even sure yet. But there's that. So and then February, of course, a lot of us will be camping. I will not be camping, but there will be people camping at Orlando Hamcation in February, and it will be March, April. April is the more Expo. So yeah, that's right. Don says he doesn't see the join link. Really, it should be there.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Do you not? Okay. I know I got a thing that said it was enabled, and I thought I set it. Maybe I didn't set it up yet. Maybe that's what it was. Because I went in there to set it up, and they wanted me to add emojis, and I didn't have any emojis with the channel. So maybe it's not quite set up yet. That's okay. I don't really. There's nothing being offered right now, so I'd feel better if people didn't join right now. But it will be a thing that's set up later. So thank you for. I thought the join button was there, but perhaps not. So that's okay. No worries there. Hiking and Hammond says, reason I don't RV camper, I used to be a service manager for a dealership. Probably the smartest man in the chat.
Yep.
But yeah, so what kind of camper is yours, Steve?
Mine is a Rockwood Mini Light, and it's a 23-foot what do they call that? Travel trailer, because there's different classes.
Yeah.
And the thing I like about it is it has the Murphy bed in the front. So if I were to actually go up from a 23 to say a 26 or a 29, they take out the Murphy bed, and there's zero size difference on the inside, because now I have a bed down and then I have the room for the couch. But it's not usable size increase. It's just, hey, you don't have to put the bed up every day. And it costs more and it weighs more.
I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it definitely weighs more. My old one's a 27-foot. It's a 2011 Dutchman Coleman Lantern Edition. It's got the queen-size bed up front, and it's got a fold-out bed with an air mattress, a fold-out couch with an air mattress that folds into a bed, and then it's got the dinette table, and it's got 2 bunk beds in the back. So it'll sleep 5 comfortably, and it'll sleep 7 or 8 if you have your spouse or significant other with you, if you don't mind bunking up with somebody.
Yeah.
So 5 guys, basically.
Mine's a couple trailer, so it only has the 1 bed in it, and like even the dinette doesn't convert into a bed.
Oh, really?
Mine.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's a lot of space for 2 people.
Yeah, it is. It's not bad at all.
I mean, yeah.
And then you have the great outdoors also.
Yeah. Yes. True. Is your you have a kitchen outside or inside or both?
I have the kitchen, the fixed kitchen inside, which is
Mhm.
in the slide out, and then outside I have a grill that I can use,
Yeah.
and I don't have like a outdoor kitchen,
Yeah.
like some of them where you just lift the side wall up and there's a
Mhm.
oh look, there's a kitchen there. I don't have that.
Mhm. Yeah, so the one that I should have bought, the Forest River I should have bought, had a slide room that's half the size of the slide room I have now. So they take the jackknife bed completely out, and they put the dinette up towards the front where the jackknife bed is now, and just the dinette part slides out. Because right now in my slide room, there's a jackknife bed, and there's a dinette that folds down, and that whole side is a slide room, and that's the main thing I've been having trouble with. And then so they take the jackknife out and put the dinette up front, and then in the back, the bathroom is on one side, and then you got double bunk beds on the other side. And underneath the bottom bunk, if you go outside, underneath the bottom bunk is a door on the outside that opens up, and it has a pull-out kitchen, as a pull-out like a two or three burner stove with a griddle, I think, propane connections, and a place to store like your silverware and whatnot there. And then on the back side of that, it has a connection for a 12-volt refrigerator. And I'm like, that's what I should have gotten that thing. If I would have known all the problems I was going to have with the slide room, then I would have gotten that thing. But I really kind of wish I would have had the outdoor kitchen, because the fridge is right there. So you got you got the regular indoor fridge, of course, but then you got a second fridge on the outdoors to do stuff with. So I thought that was fun. But that's what I should have gone with. But hindsight's always 20/20. Whiskey 7 Backroads in the chat. What's up, Brent? Thanks for joining us over here, buddy. I hope to run into you sometime next year. We're going to be doing some overland shows. And Brent, let me know the next place you're going to be, bud. If you're, are you going to More Expo in April? That's a good question. So I do want to talk about the More Expo, because we are going to get a big. That's not right. We're going to get a big. We're going to try to get a big ham radio presence at the More Expo next April. It's April 19th and 20th, 2024. Ozark Empire Fairgrounds in Springfield, Missouri. Kyle and Shane and I met out there. Well, Kyle and I went there 2 years in a row. Last year this year in 2023, and last year 2022. Kyle and I went both times. Shane went with us this time. Me and Shane caravanned out there together, and we camped in the parking lot. And Shane set up his Buddy Stick Pro and his 7300, and he was working a guy, and he found a guy on 20 meter AM. He was talking to the guy on 20 meters. He's calling CQ on 20 meters AM.
Nice.
And he worked a guy from the parking lot on 20 meter AM. We all got to make contact with him. It was pretty fun.
I have not done any AM yet. I want to do that.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done it, but it is fun. But they ask me, and they haven't asked me yet this year, but I'm sure they will. They ask me to teach a forum every year, or for the last 2 years anyway, about just about radio in general. So I go over CB, GMRS, FRS, ham radio, what the differences are, how I think that ham radio is better. Yes, I believe ham radio is better, but you should have everything. And I have everything in my truck, so I tell everybody else to have everything in their truck as well. So I'll be probably presenting a forum out there again next year, but it's a really good show. Moreexpo.com is the website. Put that on your calendar. And if you can make it out there, come out there and camp with us, or at least just hang with us for the day. And we're going to light up 6.52, and we're going to make a big ham radio presence out there. So I'm looking forward to doing that in April of next year. So read through the chat here. More, Brent says, more sounds good. Talk me into it. All right, buddy, you're in Wyoming. Wyoming or Montana? You're somewhere up there. You're somewhere up there in those states that are as big as a European country. But I think you're in Wyoming. I want to say you're in Wyoming, Brent. But so that's a long way to drive, but it's a fun show. So you drove to Colorado. It's farther than Colorado, obviously. I met Brent at Colorado last year. But it's not as big. It's not as big as the Overland Expo shows. It's not as big as that, but it is growing, and there was a lot more people camping. The camping parking lot was full last year. When I went the first year 2 years ago, it was like 25% full. So when I saw the people camping this next year, and apparently there was some that the weekend they did it in 2022 conflicted with something else going on, I think. and that's why they didn't have very many people. But apparently that's not that they didn't have that problem last year, so had a lot more people there. And Wes Henry's in the chat. He's 3 Alarm Overland. I did an interview with him the other day on an episode you guys will see soon on a totally different thing I'm doing. But Montana, okay. Montana making upgrades to the Earth Cruiser. So Brent has one of those Earth Cruisers.
Nice.
Like that. Like, yeah, that's pretty slick. It's pretty darn cool. I'm like, dude, zombie apocalypse happens, I'm going to come hang with you, man. Because you just roll over those guys. It's really fun. But, Pamela says, CB radios, GMRS, and ham radios, kind of addictive. That is true.
Yes.
I am with you on that.
You can't be bored if you have a ham radio license.
That's true. I mean,
you're just not trying.
You're just not trying. Yeah, you're not trying.
Like even just a little bit of effort.
45 Auto says, Wyoming is bigger than England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland combined. And Montana's even bigger than that. That's true. Oh, boy. Yes, very true. Very true. So, appreciate so many people coming over here and watching this channel. I would like to know what you guys would like to see. We're just going to kind of nonchalantly do this live stream tonight, but what kind of topics, what kind of... we'll try to get a couple guys from More Expo on here probably sometime in March and talk about that show. But we're going to talk about overlanding stuff, RV stuff. Hank and I next month are going to talk about van life and building vans. He does.
Yeah, he's got an electric van that he's working on.
Yes, he does. So I was on his. His channel is Stranger Palooza. Hank Strange is his name. His channel is Stranger Palooza, and he has a podcast on that channel called Vanosaur, like connoisseur, but Vanosaur. He just talked about van life stuff. So he invited me to be on his podcast this week. I kind of assumed that, because I don't have a van, so I kind of assumed that he was out of options. He's like, I'll just get Jason on here.
Bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, right. But that was fun. I mean, we talked for about an hour, and it went by really fast. It was cool stuff. And I got a couple of van ideas that I want to do myself. And we talked a little bit about that. But that's what the episode next month, the live stream next month is going to be about. So...
Yeah, this trailer that I have is probably about as small as I can go and still be married.
Yeah. See, I can't. My wife's in the chat, or she was earlier. I assume she's probably still there. I told her, I was like,
yeah, good assumption.
Because we no, I was going to say anything bad. We paid off
whether you think it's bad or not.
Right. Well, that's true. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. We paid off our home. July. July of this year.
You can
I think it was July. Yes. So our home is paid for, finally. And I was like, we could sell our house and put that money in the bank, go buy a van, and just hit the road. And we have Starlink. She works, but she can work remotely to a certain degree anyway. And I'm like, hey, we'll just hit the road and we'll go somewhere for the winter. And because the summer, our Galveston house is rented pretty much the whole summer. So at the end of summer, around Labor Day, we'll just go to Galveston. We'll live in Galveston for the rest of the year, and then we'll hit the road again. I want to go. We would take the van to Orlando in February. You might start to see a theme here, and then we'd go to More Expo in April, and then we'd go to Dayton in May. That kind of thing. So, and then we kind of tool around somewhere up north during the summer when it's hot, and then just go back to Galveston Labor Day and stay there through New Year's. So. I was like, I'd really like to do that, but haven't talked her into it yet.
I've still got some land up in Wisconsin.
Oh, you have rental properties up there, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. You got land that you can.
Yeah, I kept like 30 acres up there. So, and there's zero amenities at all. It's just raw, flat land. So
that sounds like the hunting lease.
Yeah,
which I mean,
I got a couple of deer off of it.
Yeah. I mean, I could take the van and live at the hunting lease for the next 3 months and not pay anything. We pay a set fee for that property but there's nothing out there. There's no water. There's no electricity. We're totally boondocking off grid up there, which makes for some interesting videos. I had I filmed 2 or 3 videos last week when I was out there, and it makes for some interesting content in my opinion. I don't know if it'd be hard to do full time. I think, but
Full-time
you know,
boondocking?
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, water's the hard part. Water, and you
yeah,
have to pump it in and pump it out.
yeah, yeah. Well, thankfully, the guy who we leased the property from has several pieces of property in the area. He has a property about, I don't know, maybe 2 miles down the road with a well pump. And he's like, yeah, just go down there and take your hose and pump. And I have a 55-gallon plastic barrel, so we just go down there and well pump the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a sump pump that we just drop the into the barrel and then attach a filter to the hose and pump it into the RV. And that's what we use for. We don't use it for drinking water. We use it for showers and toilets and whatnot.
Right.
I bring in my own. I just use bottled water for drinking water, but it's pretty convenient to do that down there. So I don't know if I don't know how often he would allow us to go out there and fill up a barrel if we lived out there. I mean, but I wouldn't want to live out there full time, but I wouldn't mind spending like during deer season, I'd go out there in November and just stay through the end of the year. I'd be okay with that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be good.
But again, marriage.
Yep. Well, I'm trying to talk her into it, and her main thing, and this is a very good point. She's like, "Well, what about the dogs? We have 3 dogs, so 3 dogs in a van might be a little bit cramped."
Yeah,
might be a little.
Pamela
bit cramped,
Crabtree's got a question for you.
Okay.
I don't know. That might be me pronouncing it wrong. It's spelled Pamala, but I have no idea. So if I butchered that, that's on me. How much can realistically be put in an RV? Radios, appliances, etc. So they have on the side of every RV up in the front on the driver's side, there is a sticker that tells you dry weight and GVWR, gross vehicle weight, which is how much you can put in it. And then all of those numbers combined give you all kinds of useful information. So my trailer is a very lightweight trailer. It's like 4,000 pounds. And then I think it, when you add all the water into it and everything, you can probably have about 6,000 pounds. And then my truck can tow 9,000 pounds. So as long as I am 6,000 pounds in the trailer, the truck is happy.
Yeah. My Forest River is 4,100 pounds dry weight. Now it's about 5 or 6 foot shorter than yours is. So if you've got what'd you say, was it 25 foot?
23.
20. Okay, so it's mine's a 21. So it's 2 foot shorter than yours is. So if you got 4,000 pounds on a 23 foot, you're doing better than I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember what the GVWR is on mine, or GWVR. Yes, you could find all that stuff on a sticker, usually on the side or in the owner's manual or something like that.
Yeah, so I would pack as light as you think you can, because that's probably still heavier than you think it is. And then you're going to wind up being out on the road and realizing, I don't need half this crap. Why did I bring this?
Yes. Yeah. I watched some, and I got my wife into watching van life videos, 2 or 3 women who full-time van life people, and on YouTube. And, they make comments about how, they'll have like I'm sorry about the ads, guys. Apparently I forgot to turn off ads on this live stream. I'm watching my own live stream. There's an ad pop up. I'll be, I usually turn those off on the other channel. I obviously forgot to click that button on this one. I have, so they'll talk about how they have like a storage building somewhere, and they'll go about twice a year and they'll trade out all their winter clothes for summer clothes and summer clothes for winter clothes when the seasons change and whatnot. Because you don't want to carry around a bunch of freaking winter coats and heavy jackets and extra boots and socks and blah, blah, blah. If you're traveling in a van during the summer and trying to be as minimalistic as possible, you don't want to be carrying around a bunch of winter clothing. So I'm like, yeah, you're going to want to have like a home base of operations with a storage building or something like that to kind of switch stuff up, I would guess. But that's what a Galveston house is great for. So we have an investment property down there in Galveston that, I got a 1-car garage down there that we could keep stuff in. So, but yeah, I see Bill in the chat. Ham Radio Tectonics. Thanks for joining us, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, Bill is a pilot, and he has his home base is in an RV. And Bill, I'm going to butcher this because I don't remember exactly what you told me, but somewhere between Arizona and somewhere out east, Tennessee, North Carolina, somewhere like that. I think he's
big range.
Yeah, it's a big range. But I think I don't know if he's from, Bill, I don't know if you have an RV in one spot or if you have an RV in both spots, but however that works. Anyway, Bill, would love to get you on a live stream one of these upcoming months if you're interested in doing that. So, yeah, so full-time RV life when he's not flying a plane, which as a pilot he has to commute all the time anyway. I don't remember where he's based out of, but both. LOL. Yeah, he says both. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure, but thanks for being here, Bill. He came on earlier. He's like, now this is a live stream. Yes, it is. That's what we call it as well.
Oh, crud.
So,
how'd that happen?
Right, exactly. So, but yeah, I would very much like to hear what types of content you guys would like to see on the channel.
Yeah.
As far as the live streams go, T.O. is going to be I think I'm going to ask T.O. to be my Frank on this channel. So
yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, they talk about like, what you pack in your camper, and
mm-hmm.
it's very easy to get all excited and get the soda stream, carbonator, and get the ice maker, and get this Geegall and that tchotchke and the air fryer and all kinds of other stuff. And you got to really like fight that, because like I want all the toys, but at the same time I don't need any of it, and I won't use any of it, and it's just going to take up space. So you start learning how to live a little leaner, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah, I was we were at the rendezvous in the Ozarks. I missed it this year. I was there last year, and we were sitting around the campfire one night. And it wasn't really a campfire. We were sitting around the LED lights one night, and several people had gone full time on the road, either overland or RV, and they were talking about how liberating they felt it was when they sold all of the junk out of their house. And I'm like, this is the method I'm trying. My wife tells me I have too much junk. She's not wrong, but this is the method I'm trying to pitch to her. She's like, you can't get rid of all your stuff. And I'm like, well, I can get rid of about 70% of it and get a storage building.
You're holding a dedicated pair of scissors for cutting coax.
Yeah.
Like you have scissors for cutting paper. You have scissors for cutting.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like 37 pairs of scissors in your house, Jason. Just down to one.
Yeah, down to one. Yeah, Jeff, AA4BC, Christian Schaefer, we watch her. She does she's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Pessimistic. She's kind of down in the dumps all the time. All of her videos start out with, we had a very boring, or it was a very lonely week. I need to go back and reevaluate my life, that kind of thing. She's just but she does some beautiful cinematography and videography, and her videos are pretty good. A lot of clickbait in her titles, but she does pretty good. The one I like better than her is Maddie Taylor. I like Maddie Taylor's channel. She does some good van life. She actually took her van down to Baja. They went down across the border into Mexico and went down to Baja, her and a bunch of her friends. And I'm like, dude, that would be freaking cool. I never thought about taking a van. I mean, Canada, sure, but down south, I never thought about taking a van across the border and doing that. So I thought that would be a fun trip. Oh, this is a good question. Brian's asking, do either of you know of a DMR or YSF talk group for RVing hams?
There's one on Brandmeister for DMR. I don't remember the name of it, but it's RV something. If you just go out there and search for it,
I am sure there is something like that. I couldn't tell you what it was off the top of my head. Look up the RV Radio Network. It's just rvradionetwork.com. Great group of people. I went out to their fall rally. It was down in Fredericksburg just last month. Went out and hung out with them for a week, and really nice people. They do a They do an HF net, but they also do an All-Star net once a week.
Oh, cool.
And I'd connected my All-Star system to them and did their checked in their All-Star net. But yeah. So rvradionetwork.com. Go check those guys out. But I'm sure there's some kind of DMR talk group. I just couldn't tell you what it was.
Yeah, if you go to Brandmeister talk group list and search for RV, you'll get it. If you go to Yezu's talk group list, whatever Yezu calls it, I don't remember seeing one there.
No. Yeah,
and I think there's even like a digital RV group as well.
Could be.
Let me see. It's probably right here in my phone waiting for me to join tonight.
Yeah, RV Radio Network is a great idea. And while I was there at their fall rally last month, I was like, why don't we have an Overland
Oh, hey,
Radio Network?
So look at this. It is DMR Talk Group 31171.
31171. Okay.
Yeah, it's on TGIF and it's on Brandmeister.
Okay.
Illinois Digital Link System is part of this. That's 21565 on Wires X. P25, same number, 31171. NXDN 31171. And then
I got a lot of stuff connected together.
D-Star. Yeah, so like there. Just pause your screen.
Things. Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, except when falling on a holiday.
So like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
I didn't join.
I didn't. Yeah. But yeah, I would like to see. I wonder if we should start an Overland Radio Network group, like RV Radio Network, because they had some cool stuff they do together. Those guys get together in northern Ohio, and they have a spring rally that they meet for 3, 4, 5 days prior to Dayton, and then they drive down to Dayton and go to Hamvention all together. So that's pretty fun. That sounds like it's a lot of fun. It's already a 16-hour drive for me to get to Dayton. It's like 3 hours north of there, so it's not worth the extra time for me to join that one. But they're talking about doing a Western rally sometime next year around the same time as Hamcom Zion.
Nice.
Which is going to be in the Zion National Park, National Forest, whatever it is, and around the same time as that new Hamfest they're spinning up out there next July. Those nice folks running the Hamfest have emailed me a couple times. We're gonna bring them on to the Ham Radio 2.0 channel sometime before July. So probably after Dayton, sometime between Dayton and July, and talk to them about their new Hamfest. ARRL. Oh gosh, what is it? I can't remember which division. Rocky Mountain. ARRL Rocky Mountain Division, I think. And we talked to them about that, and then a group of us. Steve, are you going with us to Yellowstone?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were. So a group of us are going to Yellowstone just the week after that, and it just happened to all fall. We didn't even plan for it. We just happened to fall together, and I'm like, shoot, man. So we're gonna be up in the Utah area for about 2 weeks. Well, yeah, a week and a half or so next July. Should be a really fun trip. So really looking forward to that. So I've got some cool trips planned for next year. Let's see. ADHD Life says an air fryer is one thing I can't live without on the road. That and my FT5. The FT5 I understand. I know air fryers are cool. They are cool. A friend of mine at the hunting lease has a microwave that's also a convection oven in his RV. That's and I'm perfect. Like, yeah, I know. And so I'm thinking about taking my microwave out and getting a one that's a convection oven also. Then you'd have best of both worlds. That'd be fun. Yeah, Brent, Yellowstone is pretty close to Montana. You're right. Of course, I know you're poking at me there, but I will hit you up and let you know when we're going, dude. If you want to come out and join us, you are welcome to do that. Next July. Look up HamCon. In fact, I'll look it up right here. HamCon Zion National. Is it National Park?
I don't think it would be. That's a very busy place. I think it's nearby. I could be wrong.
ARRL Rocky Mountain Division Convention. That's it. HamCom Zion. And it's in the Zion National Park or Forest, whatever it is. It's not. It's near it. It's not in it. But this is a brand new Hamfest they're spinning up.
First year.
And first year. And I suspect there will be a lot of overland crossover going on at that event right there. So that should be really fun. Let's see. Brian, anyone else welcome to meet in Yellowstone? Yes, absolutely. We'll be talking about Yellowstone a lot between now and then. Let me look that up. I don't remember what we've got our spots rented already. Frank rented our spots for us, but people are welcome to go and rent their own spots. Frank, I know you're in the chat, Frank. Put the name of the campground in the chat. But I'll give you the dates real quick. It's going to be... So Hamcom Zion is the 12th and 13th of July next year. And then our Yellowstone trip is going to be like the 17th, 18th, and 19th, or maybe 18th, 19th, and 20th. It's basically that end of that next week to weekend. So I've got it marked for like a week and a half on my calendar, but that's just, I'm counting drive time and all that. So
it's a Grant Village campground.
Grant Village campground, okay, in Yellowstone National Park. So there's that. ADHD Life, what do you think of ARRL division for nomads, overlanders, and RVers? I think that is a fantastic idea.
I think it would be good, but they're out of numbers.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Will be the A division.
Right, yeah.
We'll have to have Class A for Class A, Class B for Class B. You see where I'm going with that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if there's any cabins there or not, Jeff, but what was the name of the place again, Steve?
Grant Village.
Grant Village Campground in Yellowstone National Park. Just look it up for those dates.
Yeah, and there are places that you can rent a travel trailer and they will deliver it and set it up for you.
Yes. Yeah, we are going to be tent camping. Kyle's going to have his little hiker trailer.
I'm going to have all of this.
You're going to bring that whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
What else am I going to do with it?
So
park this somewhere and go rent a hotel?
Well, I didn't know if you're going to do just the truck like you're doing in Orlando. But there's the campgrounds will let you have a tent and an RV or two tents. So not two RVs, in other words. So the campgrounds are pretty good that way. But yeah, I'm not taking my RV up there. That's too far of a drive for my RV. Yeah. But I'm gonna tent camp and gazelle tents. What we were talking about on the last live stream. I'm gonna gazelle tent camp and have. In fact, I might have. I'm trying to work on building a van. I don't know if I'll have it done by then or not. It's not going to be done by then, but it might be drivable and usable by then. We'll see. But
put an air mattress and a sleeping bag in the back. Good to go.
Yeah.
Gatorade bottle.
I haven't even bought the van yet, so I don't know.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
Jason.
I got to start somewhere. Yeah. So yeah, but that's where we're going. We'll be doing some hike up and drive up summits, I'm sure. The entire national park is a POTA spot, of course. So we're going out there to POTA, and Charlie's going, NJ7 Victor, and he's going to want to do some soda, as he always does. So we'll be doing both soda.
I'm looking forward to that. W9UUM in the chat is asking a question. Am I still working while I'm doing the full-time RV? I will always be working. I'm sitting here, got the Jimmy leg going now. I'm checking my cell phone. I'm doing the live stream. I'm always doing something. I can't rest. I don't know what that means. It's a 4-letter word.
Yes,
but it's fun, so I don't do things that aren't fun. Don't get me wrong. I don't have the 4-letter word job. I have the so.
Yes, I mean, if you call YouTube a job, then I'm always working.
Right. I mean, it is a job, but
it is a job.
It's a job that you enjoy, so it's different.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
I'm not stamping license plates down at the federal office,
Right. Right. Yeah, I'm not bagging groceries at the local Sack and Save or whatever it's called now. So.
YellowCon 6 sleeping bags in Yellowstone equals grizzly bear burrito.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Sadly, I probably won't be able to take my dog on this one because I don't generally take her unless I'm taking the RV. But we'll be camping at I don't know where we're going to stay at the Hamcon place. We might stay in Zion. I don't know how close Zion is. It's called Hamcon Zion, so I assume it's right there.
Better be booked already.
Yeah, really. But yeah, we'll figure out something. We'll go activate Zion at least while we're out there and do that.
Well, I think you have to get on the schedule for that too. I think it's all booked.
Oh, really? To even go in there?
Yeah, I think it's like an hourly pass if I remember right. Like you
Really?
sign up and then you can go between like 9 and 9:30 or something like that, something weird. But
That's
Zion's a federal
strange.
park, so no filming.
Oh, well, that's okay. I just want to activate it.
Yeah.
So,
So nobody will be
hmm.
able to see it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I may or may not have my stealth sunglasses on that have a camera in them.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I saw those the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been eyeball. I don't have a pair yet, but I've been eyeballing. I've got like there's some actual are they Ray-Ban?
Ray-Ban.
I
Yep.
think they're
Yep.
Ray-Bans. I think they're
Yeah, so
actual Ray-Bans that
camera
make them.
camera
So
up front and then
yeah,
speakers in the
yeah,
back.
right, yeah, yeah. It's awesome.
They actually don't even look that bad. I mean, they're not like,
No,
they're
mm-mm.
not like this.
Yeah,
It's little tiny cameras in the
yeah.
corner.
Wes, the Yellowstone dates is I have it from July 16th to July 24th on my calendar, but that includes drive time. So it's actually I think it's the 17th, 18th, and 19th, or 17th through 20th, something like that. So I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what nights Frank rented or reserved for us, I should say. But somewhere around that last that third weekend of July, and Frank is joining the Zoom, so he obviously has something to say.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but
Troy says, "Is it an RV if it has no motor?" RV's kind of generic.
yeah,
So like, yeah, like
yeah,
my travel trailer doesn't have a motor, but I still call it an RV because it's, a lot less
mm-hmm.
letters and syllables to say.
Right.
I just want to correct you, Steve. There is filming in national parks on federal lands. You got to read over their details, but you can film as long as it's a small crew under 6 man, and it is not destructive to the environment.
I thought it was
So
also like non-commercial.
commercials do. It's not commercial, but there's a dollar monetary amount to it that you expect to earn over it. So they're trying to section off YouTubers versus big
Well, that's
production.
good.
So
Yeah.
you can film in national parks and federal lands. Still look up because there is some tweaks and odysseys around some types of national parks.
Yeah.
But a majority of them do allow you to film. YouTubers are allowed to film in these areas. And the big gotcha is no drones.
Right.
Yeah.
Period. Like in almost any and all national parks, is no drones, and that's the biggest.
That's true in most state parks as well, actually. But it depends on the state. All states are different, but yeah.
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 But I just wanted to come in there. I saw that. I was like, no,
right.
no, wait. There is filming. I will be doing videos from it.
So that just changed like in the last 6 months.
I believe it is a recent change.
It's actually within the last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it is a very recent change, yes.
2022.
Yeah.
Beforehand, you were right. You had to get permits and documents,
and the restrictions were different. In every park was different. Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, I'm just not going to bother.
Frank,
what's up?
What are the actual dates you have reserved for Yellowstone? Because the way I have it on my calendar includes drive time, so I'm not sure what dates we're actually camping.
I think I got July 16th.
Dig that up, but in our discords and everything, I have them reserved and everything.
Yeah, I know you do. I just couldn't remember the exact dates.
I'm not comfortable at opening it up yet because we don't have a set calendar. So I don't want to tell people
traveling ham. Yep, I watch RV Miles
because we don't have it planned out yet.
Well, we don't have the but we have the campsites reserved.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, we have I think 4 or 5 different sites. I took a big lot. Kyle has more people coming.
Yeah.
Me and him do need to do a head sync up. But that was it. I'll let y'all get back talking. I'm gonna go jump back in the chat.
All right, man. Thanks.
Doing my time off.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. Thanks.
Adios.
Yep. Good deal.
Yep.
Okay. Who is Jim staying with in Yellowstone? Not me.
I don't think Jim's going to be able to make it.
No, I don't think Jim's going.
Well, I mean, the whole
But,
thing was about like hiking and going into the forest and camping, and that's not his
Mhm.
style.
No, it's not. No, I didn't think he was into that, but I wasn't sure. So, but yeah, that's in July. So more expo in April. This trip in July, and let's see. August is the Overland Expo Mountain West show in Colorado, which I went to last year, and I had a lot of fun there. I don't know if I'm going to go back to that one next year. I kind of think probably not. Probably I won't be at that one. And but I want to go back to Virginia in October, Overland Expo East in Virginia. And there's actually 2 or 3 events around that same time that kind of coincide with Expo East. I was talking to Wes on Zoom earlier this week about some of that stuff. And Kyle and I have talked about doing a couple things out there. So I think I'm going to save my time and spend it in October for a kind of a 2-week trip out there in Virginia. Bill, Freddie Mac, yes, Yellowstone is the weekend after Zion. Yes, it is.
After HamCon Zion.
After HamCon Zion, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, we had planned this Yellowstone trip, and they were talking about doing the HamCon Zion show in like September or something, and then they just up and changed the dates to July, and it happened to be the very weekend before we were already planned to go to Yellowstone. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to go to the Ham Fest, check out Zion, hopefully activate it. And then once the show is over, we might camp there that night. And then the next day, what I want to do is hop in the truck and drive north to Salt Lake. We're going to invade Chris at Buddy Pole. We're going to go tour the new Buddy Pole facility. In that immediate area of Heber City, there's like 5 or 6 POTA spots. They're all just right there. And so we're just going to go POTA for several days and hang out with Chris. And then go to Yellowstone after that. So it's going to be a really freaking cool trip, I think. Brent, I was reading your email. I got your on your email list about your rendezvous that you just finished. I guess it was last month. Maybe it was August, or maybe you sent the email last month. And rendezvous at the ranch is in August. I had 38 overlanders there. Info on the website. Yeah, that might be fun. Montana, I assume, right? That might be fun. So, one of them is POTA with T.O.
Yeah, I've had some pretty fun excursions with ham folks. When we were in Iowa, I went out and did a POTA with other Andy and Iowa Hank. And that was pretty cool because other Andy made up a crock pot, put it on the passenger side floorboard of his truck, filled it full of corn and whatnot. And as he drove out to meet us, he cooked the corn on the way. I was like, that's fantastic.
That's freaking cool.
So we had a little feast.
Yeah.
Grandma's macaroni salad and fried chicken and corn on the cob while POTAing.
Yeah. That's fun. Let's see. Okay, so YellowCon 06, Overland Expo West is in May, down in Arizona, and then Rocky Mountain in August, and then East in October. I think it's called Mountain West is the one in August. It's in Colorado. East is in October, yes. Overland Expo West, which is the biggest one, I believe, it's the same weekend as Hamvention. So unless one year they just happen to fall on different weekends because of the way the dates change every year, I will probably never go to Overland Expo West because I will always be at Hamvention. Hamvention's the largest hamfest in the world every year in Dayton, Ohio, and that's where I am that weekend. So unless something changes and they happen to fall on different weekends, I will probably never have the privilege of going to Overland Expo West.
Right. And if you ever want to camp at Dayton Hamvention on the campgrounds itself, start now, whether you have an RV or not, get your reservation in, because basically somebody has to go what they call silent key. It's a polite way of saying die,
right?
In order for you to get a space to camp there, because it's packed. So I'm on the waiting list.
Yeah, I got on the waiting list the first year and just got my site 2 years ago. So But people drop off of it. The guy who was next to me, no, the guy who was 2 spots down from me this year said that was the first year he'd been there. He said he just got the call like a month before, and he's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, definitely.
So people either drop off or they can't make it because it's a use it or lose it thing. You get first right of refusal the next year, and if you don't show up, then and don't pay for it, then they just give it to the next guy in line. So, but yes, Zion would be hot in October. Well, we're going to Zion in July.
So it'll be hotter.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot. It'll be hot. Maybe we'll get a hotel for Zion weekend, and then we'll just drive to Salt Lake after that. I don't know. Can't start camping after that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Okay. So, all right. Any last questions from anybody? I appreciate everybody being here tonight. Again, this is the first time we've done this. First time I've done a live stream on this channel, and I do want to do this once a month. I can't commit to an every week thing because we do every week on Ham Radio 2.0, and that's going to keep going, of course. And we'll see how this channel grows. We'll see what kind of popularity it gains and whatnot. And I appreciate Steve. I thanks for taking the time out tonight.
Yeah, sure.
And we're going to do it again next month for sure, and probably. In fact, yeah, that sparked an idea in my head. Or we were talking about More Expo earlier. I was like, I need to reach out to those guys and see who's available to come on to a live stream one Sunday night in March to talk about the expo that's going to happen in April. So we'll get that on the books pretty soon as well. But yeah, guys, thank you for being here tonight. Anybody watching on Team Replay, put a comment in the video, the replay of this live stream. If you have any suggestions for content you'd like to see, if you have an RV, if you have an overland rig, if you have something that pertains to kind of that lifestyle and want to come onto the channel at some point in time, that would be great. I would love to get some more content going on this channel and seeing what's happening there. So that's how it be. That's how it do. So keep up with us on both these channels. I am going to work on an email list specifically for this channel. I haven't spun it up yet, but it's going to be basically send an email 1, maybe 2 times a month talking about, hey, this is what's happening this month, that kind of thing, sharing links to videos I might have created on this channel, etc. But for now, you can sign up, hamradio2.com/email-sign-up. Sign up there to keep up with stuff we're doing over there. I will absolutely be sending emails before we do Hamcation, More Expo, Zion, Yellowstone, and all that big stuff. So definitely going to do that there. So 73 to all. Thank you. 73 is Ham Radio speak for best wishes. But those, I think most of the people in chat are hams, but you never know. So Steve, once again, thanks for your time tonight. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. Share your channel again out there.
All right.
Go subscribe to his channel. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We will talk to you this week on the Ham Radio channels, and we will see you next month on this channel. Later.